It was a normal morning until it wasn't.
When something like this happens, you realize that every day is not a given.
Everything changed in a hurry. We've been married 32 years now. We have 6 kids, 10 grandkids so far. I'd gotten where I was very short of breath, no energy whatsoever. Found out that I had congestive heart failure, pretty advanced.
It was kind of a gut punch.
I had hoped they'd say, oh, well, you've got a couple of blockages. We'll fix the plumbing. You know, you might get the little zipper incision and you're good to go. But there were no blockages, no clots, so there was nothing to fix.
As a provider, you see that there's so many different treatment options for patients. There's a lot of good that we can do.
Dina said, there's this thing, and it's a LifeVest.
The LifeVest is an external defibrillator. Patients wear it around their bodies, and the primary purpose is to shock the heart back into normal rhythm and save a life. It can also monitor abnormal heart rhythms, it can monitor heart rates, it can monitor sleeping position.
Once we read about it and we knew more about what it does and why it's important to wear it, it was like, now I'm not going anywhere without it.
To have it on you when you need it.
Little did we know.
Yeah, little did we know how soon that was going to be. It was a Sunday morning. Got up, had coffee, sat around and talked a little bit. I had just walked down the hall and I started feeling a little bit dizzy. I knew I was about to head to the floor, so I started lowering myself to the floor, and the next thing I know, I'm looking up at the ceiling.
I just called 911 and I came down and opened the front door and told the 911 operator the door's open because I wanted to come back and be with him. And when I got back upstairs, he's conscious and awake and talking. It was absolutely night and day between the man that I left on the floor and the fellow that I came back up the stairs to.
Patients whose hearts aren't functioning good will generally qualify for a defibrillator. But there's a period of time where you're treating the patient with medicine, sometimes with stents, and you're waiting for that heart to heal. You're hoping that it'll improve and that they won't need a defibrillator. So the LifeVest is perfect to bridge that gap during that time while protecting the patient while waiting for the heart to heal.
We've kind of got a philosophy that every day is a bonus. As of today, I've had 102, thanks to Zoll. We have alarms on both our cell phones. Go off at 9:12 every morning. 9:12 is when the vest activated. An alarm on our phones goes off and says, Happy Bonus Day.
It's just a nice reminder to stop every day and be thankful for that day and what you're going to do with it.
I got into medicine because I wanted to help people. You start to work, you realize the job is hard, the job is fast, there's a lot of pressure. So I think when you see something like a patient being saved by a LifeVest, it really makes you sit back and remember why you got into medicine in the first place.
And I know it's people's jobs. It's what they do to earn a living. It probably gets tedious and things happen and long days, but I appreciate it. It makes a difference. She's got to put up with me for a while longer.